Good morning, everyone. How you doing this morning, brothers and sisters? Soul Tribe World. Welcome to Grow Yahweh's Light, also known as Grow God's Light. Happy Sun Day. Is going to be on life. I am asking everyone who listens to the sermon today, find yourself a quiet place, drink a glass of water, and as you listen to the sermon, I want you to go into win. I'm asking that you close your eyes. I'm asking that you listen to what I'm saying. Today we're going to leave the outside world and we're going to go into the sanctuary. We're going to go into the church. We're going to go in to the temple of worship and worship today in the presence of our kingdom parents, in the presence of our ancestors, in the presence of the universe, the kingdom, the Galactic Galaxy Federation. We are even going to take in and worship with the disciplinarians of this earth, which is the underworld. A lot of things is happening on this planet. A lot of lives are being lost. A lot of innocent lives. A lot of people are edging people on to end a person's life. From what I'm witnessing, and I'm going to be very honest with you here today, the internet was created to help a lot of people. But just as we have light in the world, we have darkness in the world. Just as we have light upon us and darkness upon us on the outside, light, everything created has a light side and a dark side. There's a very good light side to the internet in regards of helping everyone worldwide. But I'm seeing more of an expansion of darkness on the internet. We often ask ourselves, why do certain things happen? It is because the kingdom parents has the final say of all things created on this planet. If they want something shut down, they're going to shut it down. Why? Because it does not benefit humanity. It is a threat. It is catastrophic. It is devastating to humanity, so they get rid of it. And for what I'm witnessing, When people come together to cause a death, when people edge people on, hype them up, get their adrenaline going for a death, this is how you know. Yeah.
Come here for a second. You want some smoke?
What? Wow. You know, some things that I see going on in the world in regards to humanity that I find myself praying over. I already surrendered all of those things to the kingdom parents. But to be spiritually awakened and witness what is going on the outside of me, which is dark. Remember, when you're spiritually awakened, you receive the vision and hearing of the kingdom parents. So everything that was hidden to you in the dark on the outside of you, it is exposed to you in the light. And it is far going on in the darkness that's now coming to the light. And I just want to reach out to my spiritual people. Are you seeing on against humanity? People are snapping out. And as people are snapping out, people are cheering them on. As people are killing people, people are cheering them on. I go all over to look at comments. And some of the comments that I'm reading in regards to life, people have no regards for life anymore. I just want you to close your eyes and listen to the sermon. Let us pray. Kingdom parents, I come before you here today in regards to humanity on this planet. There is a big lack of not caring about life. People have children. There is huge concern for a lack of life. People are snapping out as people are edging them on. There is a lack of life. People are encouraging death. There is a lack of life. People are not in control of their emotions. There is a lack of life. People who should speak up, and they're not. There is a lack of life. Kingdom parents, we need the kingdom angels on this planet right now. We need the avenging angels on this planet right now. We need supporting angels on this planet right now. We need uplifting angels on this planet right now. We need the angels of unconditional agape love on this planet right now, kingdom parents. This world is out of control. The regards for life is out of control. The gift of your life is out of control. Nobody's acknowledging, kingdom parents, that you gifted them life. Nobody. Greed has taken over them. Manipulation has taken over them. Clout has taken over them. They're celebrating pain. It's taken over them. There is no regards for life on this planet. Kingdom parents, they forgot. Everything you have done for them. They forgot that they have children. They forgot nobody's going to raise their children like them. They forgot the important things in their life. And we need assistance on this planet right now. All these things. And more, asking your name. Please watch over my brothers. Please remove them from the bondage and chains of a dark matrix. Kingdom family. Kingdom family, wake up. Kingdom family, wake up. Humanity is a gift of love, a gift of light, a gift of life. Are you witnessing what is happening on this planet? We are beyond a critical state. We are beyond a vital state for humanity. People are taking each other out. It's a game. People are getting edged on to take people out. It's a game. May Yahweh continue to bless each and every one of you worldwide. Amen and amen. We fall down, but we get back up. We fall down, but we get back up. Is it love? Is it love? We fall down, but we get back up. Is it love? Is it love? We fall down, we get back up. Is it love? Is it love? We fall down, but we get back up. Is it love? Is it love? We fall down, but we get back up. Is it our luck? Is it our luck? Today we're going to talk about life. How short is life in your life? Let's close our eyes. I want you to think about it. I want you to think about your life. I want you to ask yourself a question about your life. How short life for my death? How short is my life for my death? You can't look at your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your niece, your nephew, your cousins, your friends, your coworkers. I want you to ask yourself a question. Your eyes are closed. How short is my life? Am I prepared for my death? Life, death, life, death, life, death, hate, hurt, hate, hurt, pain, despair, pain, despair, life, death, life, death, life, death. I just want you to think about it. Life is short. Am I ready for my death? You should be able to answer both of those questions. Life is short. If you've been doing things in this world that's not righteous in the eyes of the kingdom parents, you should be asking yourself these questions. I want you to put the word is in front of the statement. My ministry is not sugarcoating anything for anyone. Let's put the is in front of this statement. Because a lot of people's losing their lives for foolishness. And we have people in the world who think it's funny. We have people in the world who's supporting them. We have people in the world who's heightening up their adrenaline. We have people in the world who's pushing them to kill a person. And they have children that need to be raised. Let me ask you the questions again. Because if you're edging on someone to kill another person, you need to ask yourself these questions. Because this is way out of hand. People are not in control of their emotions. People are getting stuck in their human existence side. Their emotions are not in control. I have talked about this numerous times. They're putting things in drugs and alcohol that's making people lose their minds. Now we have people edging people on to do death against a person, track them down, go to their homes, follow them into the stores, go to the club where they're at, bringing weapons and guns, doing it in daylight. You're edging them on, right? You didn't take 1 minute to say to that person who you proclaim to be your friend, who you proclaim to be your family member, what you're doing is not righteous in the eyes of the kingdom parents. You didn't do that. You edged them on. Do it. I'll go with you. Do it. Bring the gun with you. Do it. I'll cover for you. I'll give you an alibi. Just do it. You didn't care about the person. You didn't care about their children. You didn't care about the victim. So I want you to ask yourself a couple of questions. Because, see, we're in the year of prophecy, we're in the year of the infinity. Whatever you put out into the universe beginning January the 1st, 2024, everybody's being held accountable for your actions and reactions of whatever you put out in your energy that went up to your Akashic records. It is documented under your name. And you are held accountable for it. It is a infraction that you committed on this planet. That infraction must be repaired. In order for it to be repaired, the scales must be balanced. What does that mean? what you put out beginning January the 1st, 2024. Everything you put out, everything in your Akashic records that caused an infraction on this planet, you're being held accountable for it beginning this year. If you have edged on a person, hyped up their adrenaline to end a person's life, it is coming back to you. Somebody's going to do the same thing to someone else to do to you. Since you did not have any regards for life, someone on this planet, that from your energetic signature of your energetic aura that you sent out, I want you to understand what I'm saying here today. You sent it out in your aura. What you have done, you are pulling in the same exact thing that you have put out. Since you edged that person on in any circumstance regarding death, in order to balance the scales, it must come back to you. There's nobody on this planet that can do anything to help you. I'm just being honest with you. You need to ask yourself a couple of questions. Is my life short? Am I ready for my death? There's too many innocent children losing their life in regards of their parents. Their parents are taking away from them. No one can raise their children like their parents. You have caused damage. Are you listening to me? You thought it was funny. You have caused damage to innocent children when they lost their parents. Is that a joke to you? Would you do that to your children? Would you like to have someone go explain to your children that you died? It doesn't matter how you explain it to them. It doesn't matter how old they are. They will never ever understand it. They will never, ever accept it. They will always hurt from it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But we have people in the world, you are edging people on to go end a person's life. We have groups of people coming together to end innocent people's life. And the world has changed. The world is going to even out the scales. What you put out in the world, what you edged on to cause a death, what you grouped up to do to cause a death, is coming back to you. Beginning this year. The same way that person died. You edged it on. You hyped them up. You raised up their adrenaline. You knew they had children. You didn't care. You knew they had a weapon. You knew it could do damage. You came up with an alibi. We have people who go find the person. They don't care if they're at a restaurant. They don't care if they got to break in their house and get them in their bed while they're sleeping. They don't care if they're at a club. They go find them. Are you listening to me? The person is minding their business. Minding their business. Let me say that again. Minding their business. They're sleeping. They're at a restaurant. They're at a club. They're going to work or getting off from work. They're walking to their car. People are minding their business. And people rally up. Come up with a plot and a plan to take them out. People know about it. Not saying nothing. People meet up about it. Don't say nothing. People think it's funny. What amazes me is people know about the plots and the plans, right? And these same people that edged them on, increased their adrenaline, told them, go do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. We got your back. Go ahead, do it. We got an alibi. Do it. It's the same people that show up to their funerals knowing what they have done to cause that person's death. You edged it on. You hyped them up. You increased their feeling. You even know they had a weapon. You knew they had children. You didn't care. You thought it was funny for a person to have a weapon. You drove with them to the target. We have people, friends, who proclaim to be friends, inviting their friend on a vacation, and they all know they're going to kill them. And then you use the internet to boast about it. And people are cheering them on. Everybody, known and unknown, who cheers about a person's death. Should be ashamed of yourselves. Because I want to know how you feel knowing you edged a person on, knowing they had a weapon, knowing they had children, rode with them to find the target, said you'll provide an alibi, and the same person you edged on end up losing their life. How do you feel about that? You're going to show up to this person's funeral knowing they have no parent. In some cases, both parents leave the children's lives. One goes to jail and one gets killed. And they tell you what they think. The kingdom parents is holding everyone accountable in regards of a death. If you boast them up, if you increase their adrenaline, if you rode with the person, if you knew they had a weapon, everybody's being held accountable. Because there's no respect for life on this planet. Life from the kingdom parents. And you participate in ending that gift of life in someone else. What is this called? The spiritual law? Raising yourselves, parents' life, and not like the previous year. If you break a spiritual law, universe is now doomed because our planet has to get back in balance, rather anybody accept it or not. Of your actions and reactions that travel into the universe and because it is an infraction, be prepared. In the year of the infinity, any spiritual law, anything that's not righteous in the eyes of in your life. For example, you edge the person on, you increase their adrenaline, to go after a target. You knew they had a gun, you knew they had children, you even rode with the person. To go end a person's life. As soon as you had the thought, you created an action when you spoke it out. You increased their adrenaline. You hyped them up. The reaction was you followed through with it. You watched it take place. You idolized yourself over the kingdom parents. You didn't care about their regards for the gift of life in that person. You didn't care about the gift of life for their children. You didn't care about the gift of life for the victim. You didn't care about the gift of victim's children. You cared about was ending a life. So what happens is with this, your energetic aura sends this up to the universe. It is documented in your Akashic records. It is documented in your soul. It is documented in the kingdom book of life. It is documented in the underworld. It's an infraction. It's a huge broken spiritual law. You idolized. Yourself over the kingdom parent. And who was going to do the same thing to you. Because the scales have to be balanced. This is the year of rapture. This is the year of cleansing. This is the year of justice. This is the year of judgment. January the 1st, 2024 is the year that karma must be and will be paid off. And you're held accountable. Let's go before the kingdom parents. Kingdom parents, I just did a sermon on life. I explained about the Akashic Records, I explained about the Book of Life, I explained about the book in the underworld. The action, reaction will be documented in all of them. I explained in their energetic aura that went up to the universe, went into the Akashic Records, was recorded. That same energetic aura is coming back down to them. They're going to put out an energetic aura out into the world. They're going to attract the same like minded people of what they have put out into the universe, which caused an infraction upon this planet, which must be repaired by bringing balance to the infraction. Because you broke a spiritual law, you idolized yourself over the kingdom parents, and that has to be paid off. You took a life. And that has to be paid off. It must be balanced, stable, and discipline will be brought upon you. There's too many people dying. And it's getting shut. So edging them on to do it, increase a person's adrenaline. Everybody's being held accountable. If you gave that person a gun, you're being held accountable. If you gave them money to get a gun, you're being held accountable. If they have children, your judgment, your justice, your disciplines going to be however many children they have, going to be very harsh. You paid someone, you're held accountable. People who knew about it didn't say anything. You're held talked about the eclipse. We have talked about the world. We have talked about darkness in the middle of the eclipse is the world that's in trouble with and the kingdom parents. That's a lot of people. Did you see just how much light we had on the house? You're in trouble. If you knew about it, you're in trouble. If you said nothing about it, you're in trouble. People who speak up about it, they're forgiven. They're not going to receive judgment. They're not going to receive anything in their life because they did the right thing. The people who didn't speak up about it, you're in trouble. Every infraction created on this planet is surrendered to the under. The kingdom parents created the world, right? They didn't bring not one sickness on this planet. This is the only way that they arrived here. I mean, they in groups to target people, steal from people, deceive people, manipulate people, even silent harvest and steal their energy. Who likes to spiritually rape? You're not getting away with none of it. Those you all is in a lot of trouble. To cite their life force. I have no idea the amount of trouble you're in. Those of you sitting on the high end of the stick who think you're hiding behind the scenes because you cannot be seen. You think you're innocent. You're not innocent. You're very well seen by the kingdom parents and the kingdom. You're in a lot of trouble. You went against humanity. You went against their life. You're in trouble. They're saying they want you to start laughing. They're saying they don't want you to take this serious. They don't. They're saying they want you to think you are them. But they're going to show you who they really are. And when they come into your life, you're going to know it's because of them. Is my life short? Am I prepared for death? You should be able to answer those two questions. What you put out in the atmosphere went to the universe, and the universe shot it right back down into your life because they're not playing with anybody this year. And they have the help of the underworld to discipline you. A lot of people got away with sacrificing a lot of people, poisoning a lot of people, setting people up in car accidents, house fires, airplane crashes, helicopter crashes, car crashes. People knew about it. They didn't say anything. They just kept quiet and let it happen. People signed off documents of a way a person died, and they lied. People cashed out life insurance policies like they were water. I get away with it. I'm covered. I'm protected. I've joined an organization that will cover me from murder, rape, molestation. They have my back. Everybody's held accountable, known and unknown. Everybody's held accountable this year for all the innocent lives that has been taken, while people played like they was Yahweh. They felt as though they could call judgment on the innocent lives of people so they can still kill and destroy them. They can steal credentials and act like the person. They can steal wills, life insurance policies, inheritances, property, land, homes, businesses. And they can hide, dot all the I's, cross all the T's. No regards for life. I'm going to get what I can get. And I don't have to do any work for it. You're in trouble. Let me talk to my spiritual people for a few minutes, my earth angel chosen ones, brothers and sisters worldwide. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? People are snapping out. People are killing without hesitation. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? People are not getting the assistance they need. As they are killing innocent people. There's no support. You're pretty much on your own. Whatever happens, happens. This is why we're going through such a dramatic change on this planet. Because people don't care. Because there's no support. Because the people in positions don't care about anything but their paycheck. And this is why the change is coming forward into the people's lives. That created infractions on this planet. Very sad to me because a lot of innocent children are in pain because their parent was taken away from them. Did you think about that when you attended their funeral? Did you think about that when they were crying about their parent at their funeral? Did you think about you participated in their death? How are you going to answer that question when you go before Judgment Day? Young lady, young man, says the Heavenly Father, you edge this person on. You boost up their adrenaline. You was all for it. You supported them. You even rode with them to the Target You knew they had a weapon. You knew they had children. You didn't care. You just wanted to see them do damage. Can you explain to me why you would assist in that? Why would you break that law? Why would you idolize yourself, in which I gifted you life? Why would you idolize yourself over me? I'm waiting for an answer. What you gonna say? I'm sorry. Sorry is not going to bring that person back to their children. Sorry is not going to bring that person back to life. There's so many people in our world, you're stuck in your dark side. It's amazing to me because the Matrix, they created so many things on the dark side purposely to get people stuck, purposely so they can't be in control of their emotions, purposely place them in a dark place where they could not see the outcome of their life until it ended. It's supported on the internet. They're recording the deaths on the internet. People are cheering them on the internet. They're praising death. They're praising targets. And you're allowing it to be seen. So I don't just hold the victim. I don't just hold the friends responsible. You're advertising it right on the internet. Where can I find a gun? Let me type it in. Well, I need you to contact me another way. If you meet me, we can talk about the exchange. Because everybody got a gun. Everybody's not going through the state to get a gun. People just steady. Here, you got 400? Yeah. Okay, here's the gun. It's no concern for life in today's world. Well, I'm going to kill you for money. I'm going to kill you because I don't like you. I'm going to kill you because I'm jealous of you. I'm going to kill you because I'm envious. I'm going to kill you because I want to take what you have. I'm going to kill you for your money. I'm going to kill you for your life. I'm going to take over your identity. No regrets for life. And anybody in that position, you should be ashamed of yourselves. You took the life of the kingdom parents and you just disgraced them, deceived them, and disrespected them. Gifted you the first breath in your body. And they still continue to give you their in your life. And that's how you give them thanks for it. We need the world because people are snapping out now and afraid to show on the internet. A lot of people are stuck in the dark side off of alcohol, drugs, unprotected sex. All these things are expanding out this, being exposed in the light. This is extended off of those diseases, not in the right state of mind, distorted mind fusion. Told y'all. They're putting in or the chemical, whatever they use in these drugs and alcohol, people will not stop. Are you listening to me? They will not stop until they. That's where they're going into their houses when they sleep. They're going to their jobs. They're going to clubs. They don't care what time it is. Once that chemical locks in their mind, they must hit the target. They're not thinking about their children. They're not thinking about their life. They must hit the target. And as I said, I'm watching people snap out on the internet right now. What are they doing? Drinking. What are they doing? Drugs. When I say to you, it's going to get much worse. I'm already seeing it. They having y'all take each other out. That makes it much more easier for them. Are you listening to me? They're watching you take each other out and laughing about it. And you're laughing about it, not realizing they're only setting you up to take each other out. Is anybody else seeing what's going on? They're celebrating behind the scenes where you can't see them. Doing exactly what they want you to do. Take each other out. You think they care about the children? Do you honestly think they care about removing a mother and father from their children? Is a mother and father and their children a structure, a firm, strong foundation of love, light, and life, right? I talked about they're causing upheavals in people's homes. We talked about that, right? In the sermons. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Let's break up the happy home. Let's do whatever we have to do to damage the children. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Let's damage them with their parents' death. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are you breaking through the heavy illusions? Are you watching the fact that they're setting you up to take each other out? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Or are you not seeing it because of the heavy illusions they have around you? Because I know my spiritual people are seeing what I'm seeing. Because we break through the darkness and we see in a light. But you can't see it. You can't see they have you locked in the darkness. You can't see that they're using you as puppets. You can't see that they have you taking each other out. Don't you know the dark-sided people know the year of the prophecy? They know you're getting held accountable for your acts. They know that if you take somebody's life, somebody's going to come take your life. Do you know they know that? Why you think they got you locked in the darkness where you can't see? You're doing exactly what they want you to do. They celebrate behind the scenes. Yes, another one lost their life. Yes, we're cutting them down. We're turning the men away from women. We're making them become narcissists. We want to dominate and control women. If they don't let them, let's puppet them to have them in their lives. Listen to me, spiritual people. New Earth, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Let's focus on taking the women out. Do it in the relationships, do it with the friendships, because the women is procreation of a seed. Are you listening to me? We don't ever want them to come out of lack and poverty. Let's cause their children damage. Let's take their parents away. Let's place pain in their lives. Let's place confusion in their lives. Why did my parent die? Let's make them not want to have children. Are you listening to me? Let's hurt them. Let's make them hate women. Let's push them towards men. Are you listening to me? Let's bring them to the down low. Whew. Glory be to your name, Father. Universal Mother, Earthly Mother, you're worthy to be praised here today. Let's bring it to the forefront. Let's bring the darkness out into the light. Let's let the world know what's really going on. It's called decrease of life. The less people we have, the better we can control. Let's get all the men in jail. Are you listening to me? Shoot, send the females to jail too. We need to get control over them. Up the chemical. It is working. They are taking each other out. No regards for life. Don't even have them think about their children, their families. Don't even have them thinking about, listen, it's a possibility that you can lose your life. Don't even have them think about that. I just want them to focus on the target. They get killed, oh well. Their children become parentless, oh well, I don't care. It's not my children. They're not taking me out. They're taking each other out. Just make sure, no matter where that person is they took out, right? Make sure the hospital knows to alert us so that we can alert the insurance company so that we all can get paid. Are you listening to me? This is what's going on worldwide. Just make sure they alert us. Once they get the death certificate, make sure they let us know when they'll be bringing out the money for their death. And let me be honest with you today. They're upping that chemical that you're taking into your system that's lodging in your conscious mind. And listen, let me be honest with you here today. The ones that's in prison, they also in the book. They also have a death date. They're also cashing out on them. Unbeknown to their family members. They have a life insurance policy on every last one of them. No regards for life. You're going to be forced to have regard for life because what you put out is getting locked in your energetic signature worldwide, known and unknown, hidden and not hidden. What you put out, you're being held responsible for. In this infinity year, beginning January the 1st, 2024, when I said to the CDC, I only speak truth and clarity, CDC. When I said to you, you're going to have a lot of deaths coming your way. That's what's going to happen. As they keep on experimenting on these folks who drink alcohol and do drugs. Because I'm seeing more and more people act out from the experimenting that you're doing on them. And let me say this. Whatever that target is, they will do whatever's necessary to take them out. This is why I keep saying, brothers and sisters, the world that we live in today, you need to leave the outside world of darkness and come to the inside with your kingdom parents and ancestors. They can only affect the people who's in the dark. Who's in a low vibration, low self-esteem. They are affecting them. If you're in a high vibration, high self-esteem, living in your higher self, you're spiritually awakened. You can see through all the darkness. You see exactly what's going on this planet. Things that's supposed to be hidden is not. You see it clearly. Men going on the down low. You see it clearly. Let's separate the men from the women. And we can stop procreation right there. Let's sex traffic the female children. We can block procreation right there. Let's have the men become narcissists. Control and dominate the woman. And if she don't want them, make sure we get the drug into them so that they can see them as a target, an enemy only. We don't care if it's the mother and the father of the children. Let's take both of them away and cause damage to the children who will not understand. Their father took their mother out. Their mother took their father out. Their friend took their mother out. Let's damage the children. We can interrupt procreation there too. We don't have a regards for life. Let's start taking them out. Let's start controlling their minds. Let's keep using them as puppets. Let's keep locking them in the dark side of themselves. We're hiding things very well. They can't see anything. Warning. Listen to me, brothers and sisters. Warning. If you love your family, if you don't want to snap out on them, if you don't want them to place them as a target in your conscious minds, here's your warning. You keep drinking that alcohol, you keep doing those drugs, there's a strong possibility that you're going to do something that you're not going to be happy about until it's too late. They found a whole nother way to get rid of people. They tried to do it quietly. They tried to let this chemical build up in your brain, little bit by little bit by little bit. That way, they can take the moon cells out. That way, we can get them locked up in jail. Nobody will know we did anything. Is anybody seeing what I'm seeing? Are you recognizing what's being hidden in the dark? Let's take the men on the down low. Let's get into the organizations. But in order for you to get into the organizations, you have to bend over anytime we want you to. In order to get into the organizations, you got to take out your own parents. We need to see that you're going to be loyal to us. In order for you to get into the organizations, anytime we want to have sex with your wife, we can. Anytime we want access to your children, we can. We want them to sell on the dark web, them having sex, we can. You try to leave, we're going to end your life. Is anybody else seeing what's going on? Well, if you don't come into our organization, we'll just puppet you, keep you locked down in a dark matrix, right? We'll build up a chemical in your brain, target in your brain, and it will never ever stop messing with you until you execute it. Now, we don't care who gets killed in a crossfire. You just go after that target. If you get an extra one or two or three, hey, cool. That's what we don't have to worry about. Are you listening to me, brothers and sisters? We don't care if you got to walk into a grocery store. We don't care if you got to walk into a club. We don't care if you got to walk into a hospital. We don't care if you got to walk into a restaurant. Whoever gets caught in a crossfire, oh well. Are you following me? We don't care if you got to get them while they're driving. We don't care if you got to do a malfunction on a car, on a helicopter, on an airplane. We don't care. As they die. That's all we about. cashing out those policies. That's all we care about. Sending their organs over to the lab, to the warehouse, to be experimented on. That's all we care about, because we're going to bring people back to life after they have died and refroze them for 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. We're going to bring them back to life after they've been dead for 100 years. The kingdom parents said that experiment failed as soon as you thought it'll never happen. You wasted a lot of taxpayers' money. Them folks ain't never waking up. Never, ever waking up. You can keep waiting, though, but it'll never happen. Keep on doing them experiments on the organs, shocking them to see if you can bring them to life. Trying to play Yahweh. You in trouble. You idolized over the kingdom parents. You body parts. You froze people up. Trying to play the creator of all things. The kingdom parents said they're going to stay frozen. They're going to stay dead. The kingdom parents said you can shock the organs as many times as you want after it leaves the person's body who is deceased. You will never ever get them to come back to life. You will never ever reinvent a human being. I don't care how much reptilian blood, reptilian fluids, reptilian organs you put together. It will never ever work. That's what you're doing the experiments on. Let's see how the human existence really works so that we can join the light. They're laughing at you. The darkness will never, ever, 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 ever join the light. You're defeated with all your experiments that you're doing worldwide, thinking you can bring a body back to life. They're laughing at you. It'll never happen. New Earth, I need you to pray for our brothers and sisters who is on the dark side of the world. They cannot see clearly. They are stuck in a dark matrix. They're chained and binded to toxicity and poisons coming into their bodies. We need to pray for them. They have them puppeted. They have them taking each other out. And they're celebrating it behind the scenes, unbeknown to the world. They're celebrating. The drug is working. It's doing exactly what we wanted to do. The mind is a very powerful thing. And brothers and sisters, when you don't have control over your mind, when you don't have your emotions in check, you have a very, very big problem in your life. We spoke about what they attack first. They attack your conscious mind first. If they can get control over your conscious mind, and believe me, they doing all kinds of tests on brain and which you can't see, but I can see it. Because they want that domination, they want that control over people. And they are getting that control over some people on this planet, as they have them executing people on this planet, experimenting on them, watching them, seeing if it's working, see if they should increase it, decrease it. In this world, these folks sit behind the scenes. They look a person up, they study them, They see what they like. They see where they go. They watch where they travel. They GPS them. They see if they drink. They see if they do drugs. They become an experiment. They experiment on a lot of people on this planet, unbeknown to you, but they do. Then they watch them. Well, we see this trigger them, so we know we can give them more of the chemical. Brothers and sisters, it's time to come in to win. It's time to go into prayer, meditation, and ground yourself so that these heavy illusions can be removed from you, because I don't want you to ask yourself a question or questions. Is my life short by the actions and reactions I'm doing on this planet? Or am I ready for death by the actions and reactions I do on this planet? This is a very serious sermon, and we're not going to sugarcoat anything. You're being shown in the light what is being hidden in the dark. Pay attention. It is not the world that is the threat against any human being. It is the man or woman on the outside of you who is the threat on this planet. Now it's time for you to stand in your power, pull your power back. Don't consent to nobody entering into your power. Break through these illusions, get yourself free from the dark matrix. Come in to win, get in your sanctuary, get in your church with your kingdom parents and your ancestors so that you can see all the darkness exposed in their light. And look what's going on. Marriages are increasing with down low men, swingers, sex parties, rituals, ceremonies, orgies. Children, females are being sex trafficked. Friends are taking out friends. Could you trust them? They edge you on. They increase your adrenaline. They're increasing your adrenaline. They're edging you on, hyping you up to go kill somebody. That's not your friend. But they have these people under such mind control. They think what they're doing is right and not wrong. They're not even thinking about their children. All they see is the target. And the friends are assisting them to get to the target. That's not your friend. If that was your friend, they would have told you don't even do nothing like that. You have children at home. Who's going to raise your children? If you lose your life, who's going to raise your children when you go to jail? Your friends hype you up. Increase your adrenaline. Do it. I got your back. Come on, let's go. They laughing about it. They think it's funny. Is my life short? Am I ready for death? It's not a joke. This is the first year of judgment. This is the first year of rapture, the cleansing of this planet. We're going to leave it there. Life, hate, pain, hurt, despair, target, sins, toxicity, negativity, I want you to think about that. I want you to think about the children who's hurting right now, who don't have their mother or their father, who lost their mother. There's a lot of women losing their lives, brothers and sisters. Also, the other thing that I recognize is these women are business owners. Pay attention. Pay attention. Look around you. See who's using you. Break free. See who's profiting off of you. Break free. Don't become an investment of a payoff for somebody on the outside of you. You have children. Ask yourself a question. Is my life short? Am I ready for death? Because if you're not here to answer those questions, somebody else is going to answer those questions for you. I want you to take this word today and think about it. I want you to take this word today and think about everything that has to do with this word. Everything. In regards of your life. Where you started from. How you got here. How you grew. How you matured. How you increased. Where are you at right now? What are you doing? Are you doing well or not? Are you expanding or not? Are you prospering or not? And when you come up with all those answers down on your paper, I want you to ask yourself 2 questions. Is my life short? According to what I just went over in my life. Am I ready for death? According to what I just went over in my life. This is a sermon of healing, rebirth, resurrection, rejuvenation, life, a gift of life from your parents inside of you. Think about it. If there is no kingdom parents in you, you would not be able to exist on this planet. May Yahweh continue to bless each and every one of you. I am Prophet One Kind, everyone. Until next time, blessings.